Hi everybody and happy Thursday. It's fact file day. So today it's your day to write your own fact file. I've made a really clear PowerPoint that I'm going to show you next with what you need to include in each box on your fact file. But before I show you that, I thought I'd just remind you of the ones that I did earlier on this week because I know they weren't super clear on the video. So here's my fact file with my different boxes. I've managed to add a list over here. I've got lots of information. I've got some pictures with some captions underneath. And you're going to add some labels too to your bigger picture. The one thing I would say is that the grey boxes are for you to add your subheadings. So in the grey boxes, you add your subheadings. A subheading is like a mini title. It's like a mini title that tells us what's happening in that box. So this is my polar bear fact file. And over here, if we can see it, is my killer whale fact file. One of them is a 1-page fact file and the other one is a 2-page fact file. So today, your job is to use all the research you've done to create your own fact file. Watch the PowerPoint to find out how. Hi everyone, so this is your guide to writing a fact file, and I've just put a few slides together to show you what all the different boxes in your fact file are for. You might find it helpful to watch this video at the same time as writing your fact file and pause it after each bit that I show you. It's entirely up to you. I do hope that you find it helpful though. Okay, let's go. So today you are going to write your fact file. It's what we've been working towards all week. You now know how to do your lists, your labels, your captions, and we're going to put them all together in the fact file sheet I've sent to your grown-ups on Evidence Me. You'll have 2 sheets. This is the front sheet or the first sheet, and this is your second sheet or the back sheet. Okay, so there's 2 sheets for you to fill in total today. So let's get on to what each of the boxes is for. So at the top of this one, at the top of the front sheet, in the top box, you write the animal that you have chosen. It's like the title for your fact file. Okay, so in the top box that the red arrow is pointing to, you write the title. You can see here, I've popped the word killer whale in because I did the killer whale fact file. Now, under that title box, there is another box, an empty box with no lines in, and the empty boxes are for pictures. Your job, after you've written your title, is to draw a picture of your animal or print a picture of your animal and pop some labels on it, just as we were doing yesterday. Now, if you can think back to Monday, we were writing lists of polar animals, and your long thin box on the left-hand side is to write a list of polar animals. You also need to put a subheading in the grey box. I've called mine animal list. You could call it the same, or you could call it polar animal list or a list of polar animals. It's entirely up to you, but your subheading goes in the grey box. On Monday also, you did a second type of list, and that was the one that was in sentences with commas. So this time, in the bottom box, you are going to write another list, or maybe 2 if you can think of 2 different list sentences, and you're going to put commas in your list. Okay, you can see there that I've started one that says, in Antarctica you can find, and you could finish that list. And again, the grey box is for a subheading, so don't forget that. Okay, you've got 3 boxes that are for pictures and captions. Boxes that are empty for the pictures and little boxes with lines in underneath for the captions. You can see I've put an example in mine. Don't forget, a caption has to explain what's going on in a picture. Remember that, okay? And again, you could draw these pictures if you want, or you could print them from the computer if that's okay with your grown-up. And this is the big bit. This is where you write your facts. You have got 4 different boxes to write your facts in. Some of them are big boxes, some of them are smaller boxes. You have got 4 boxes to write your facts in. Now you should, if I were you, write down the things that you know most about. So if you know lots and lots about what they eat, write that in a big box. If you only know a tiny bit about what they eat, perhaps write that in the smaller box. It's entirely up to you. But because you are a year 2, I want you to choose your own subheadings. So remember, the grey boxes are for your subheadings, like mini titles that tell us about each box. I've written some examples of some subheadings you could choose on this slide. You could do food, you could do appearance, which is what they look like, where they live, so you could write a little bit about the area, what the baby animals are called. Maybe you've been really clever and found out what the baby animal is called of your animal species. You could write about their family, whether they live in a pack or not, and whether they're endangered or not. Or you might have found out something really interesting this week and you can choose your own subheading. Please remember to write all of your sentences with capital letters, full stops and finger spaces. Don't just copy notes down that you might have made, put them into full, factual sentences. Remember, when you've finished, double check all your work by reading it again. Add any words in that you might have forgotten, or if you find a word that you've spelt a bit wrong, just put the letters the right way around. Then please send pictures on Evidence Me. The teachers are really excited to see how we get on with this week. We've already seen some fabulous lists, labels and captions. Well done on all your great work and have fun.